can see. Because on my end, it looked straight. I'll wait till somebody come on so I know if it's straight or not, or if it's still blurry. And I took my case off to see if it helped any type of way. But so what I'll do, I'll start over as people start coming in. Let me know if it's blurry or not. I just took the case off my iPhone and I just wiped it off the cameras. So I'll wait a little bit so I know if it's blurry or not before I keep going. For the one person that's on here right now, can you see it clear? Can y'all see it clear? Can you see it clear? Because the other one was blurry, and I apologize to, I think it was, um, I want to say Denise. I apologize. I thought you was trolling because I can't, on this end of my iPhone, it looks straight. But then I know when I go back and watch some of the videos, it do be blurry. And I think that's YouTube doing something. You know, Big Brother always watching. So y'all said it straight on y'all end so I could keep going. Is it still straight? Cal, is it still straight? Yes, no, maybe. Well, I'm assuming it is because ain't nobody else said nothing. So we gonna keep it moving so I could get some rest. So what I was trying to explain on the other one, but they said that it was blurry, and okay, hold on. What about now? And but okay, so what I was trying to explain. Okay, so what I was trying to explain. So y'all see. I think it is because yesterday they kicked me off. Like I was in the middle of a whole video and they kicked me off of it. And then I came back and then it was real blurry. And then I went back and listened to some of my live videos and it's like my voice was going in and out. That's why I said Big Brother watching. But all I'm doing over here is addition and subtraction. I'm not doing anything wrong. Y'all just here to help me make my math. So hopefully they don't harass me and make it blurry or whatever and I could get through this real quick. I did all the rundowns. I just wanted to explain this one real quick. And Miss Bernice, I apologize. It's been a long, excruciating, tiring day. And I have to get up early in the morning, 5:36, for it to do it all over again. But I wanted to make sure that I did come through and try to help you guys like I have been. Yeah, it's been a lot of hacking going on, so yeah, at the end of the day, it's what it is, what it is. Everything is about to be AI generated, so we kind of expect it. But let me go over this real quick. I don't know how many of y'all were from the first video, but like I said, it seems clear on this end. So that 535 Michigan got, you remember all you do is add it. 5 plus 5 gives you 10, and 10 plus 3 gives you 13. That's how I said 535 is a 13. Once you figure out what that is, that's basically your sum. Your sum is when you add your numbers, your hit together to see what sum it is or the total. So 535 is a total of sum of 13. Once you get your sum, you add those two digits together to get your last digit. So 1 plus 3 gives you 4. So that's how I got that 4 right there. So a 4 is, so when you see what your last digit is, which will be the single digit, which was the 4, you always drop it down on your left hand side and then you minus 1. So 4 minus 1 gives you 3. 3 minus 1 gives you 2. 2 minus 1 gives you 0. Wait, 2 minus 1 gives you 1. And 1 minus 1 gives you 0. I told y'all my math don't be mathing in case Big Brother watching. But anywho, so then for the other side, you got a 4, right? So then you add 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Do y'all see how I got those pairs right there by breaking down the number or the hit that we got for midday? Do you understand or overstand before I move to the next one? All right, so let's go to Eve's side. Now, with Eve, the same thing that I just did. Plus 1 gives you 10. 10 plus 17. That's where my 17 came from. You remember once we get a 2-digit number, we're going to break it down to a 1-digit number. Gives you 8. You remember on the left side, we minus 1. So 8, you drop that 8. Whatever number that you get where it say a blank is A, you always drop that single digit, and that's what you start off with on that side. So you go 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. And 5 minus 1 is 4. Do y'all understand how I got that side? Let me see. Okay, hopefully. So they gave us a 8. So you add 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And 2 plus 1 is 3. Do you see how I got the right hand side? And then you just put an X behind it, and that could possibly be your 3-digit. You remember the X is 0 through 9. So that's why that X is always at the end of the 2 digits that they gave us. So what I did was, I'm about to teach y'all something else real quick. So when we go up here, all I did was, you remember from the prior live video when I told you how to break down this? So basically, I'm going to show you how to pull your pairs apart. You see at the top where is it still clear for y'all? Y'all still clear? Or is it blurry again? Okay, so for 535, what you do is you take out your first 2 pairs. So that will be the 5, 3, because that's the first 2 pairs. So 5, 3, you put your X behind it. Then you go to your last 2 digits, 35. So that's 35X. So then you take your 3rd digit and your 1st digit to get your last pair. So do y'all understand how we pulled those pairs apart? If it's not clear, I'll go over it one more time before I move to the next step, because it's actually a 2-step process for this. Remember, when you go to pull your pairs apart from your hits, if y'all want to write notes, I would suggest that y'all get a notebook that you just use for the lottery for your state. I've got so many notebooks around here that I look like a pack rat, but I know that I could pull a notebook from 2001 and still have methods in there that I didn't even use in a long time. So I would suggest that you get you a lottery notebook that you just use for notes on the lottery, and you use it just for your state so you can have something handy where it's not a whole bunch of papers like I got right now. You see how I got everything binded up, and it's better with a notebook, but that's just FYI, just a tip. But anywho, Okay, so again, it's how you pull your pairs apart to see what your state did. First, you use your first two digits, then you use your last two digits, you put your X behind it, and then you use your third digit and your first digit to get your third pair. So once you do that, you'll see exactly what your state is doing. Then you take your first digit and your third digit minus your second digit. And remember, we're only using your number on your right hand side. Your left hand side really don't matter. So they gave us 55 because 5 was your first digit and 5 was your third digit. And then minus 3, that gives you 52. But you only use your number on your right hand side. So that's where my red 2 came from. So to figure out the pair, you see what two digits is on the last at the last or the end of it. So as you can see, that 32. So that you know for sure 32x come from that 535. So then I do 32, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do 32 10 times basically. And then X, you remember I said X is 0 through 9. As you see, my third digit, 0 through 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the other side, I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's our X because the 32 that they gave us is always our first two digits. Do y'all guys see how I did that? So now that we know this, you say, okay, they gave us a 32. So once you write down all your 32s, you go down here. They gave us a 45x. So you look in here, you say, hey, do I have any 45x's in there? Nope. Then you go down and say, hey, do I have any 36x's in there? Yes, you do. Look at 326. Ain't that 36x? So what you would do is, let me see. So you know this is a go because it matches this. So they gave us 326 up there, but so you just switch the order. They gave us 36 and it's a 2 where your X is supposed to be. Y'all see how I did that? I just took this number, but I switched it around so it could match that. Y'all see that real quick? So then I go right here. Is it a 27? Yep. What it be looking like? Y'all see how I got that? Because it matches this. So you go, they gave us 27. So you look up there. It look like it's going blurry again. Okay, so they gave us 27 right here. 27. So what is this? Yo, X. You remember I said X could be 0 through 9? So you just switch the order. 273, which was your X. Now, if you want to get fancy. Okay, hold on. What about now? It's still blurry, y'all. Hopefully it's not blurry no more. But after you put the pair like it has right there, it looked like it. So, 36. We said, okay, hold on. Better? Okay. So you see 36. Now remember we switched it over so it can match that. But you could still bring that down because you know that's a possibility. So 326. Okay, now you see this 27. You can still bring that down because that's a possibility. You just want to make sure that you get this out the way first. You want to make sure those are your first digits always because it's matched that. But if you just so happen to see this up here, just write down exactly what it was because that could possibly come either or you could possibly play both. So do we see any 18 X's in here? Nope. So it wouldn't be no X or no circle around it because I don't see it nowhere in here. Do you see 09 in here? And nope. So you know 36X and 27X is a strong possibility for midday for Michigan. Any questions? Do you enter and understand it? If so, I'll move to the next one. Okay, you don't understand it, Miss Danielle, or it's blurry a little bit. Okay. So let's do the same thing with this one. So you remember we got our pairs down here? So we go in here and say, hey, do we got an 89X? We sure in the hell do. Okay. So I did the same thing over here. Ain't that the same thing? 89. So what is that too? Our X. So that's why I did that right here. I switched the order to what they gave us, 8, 9, and then our X was a 2. And then I went back up here and wrote this down because basically it's the same thing if they switch orders. So then you go look at this. Do we have a 70X in here? No. So you know that wouldn't be a possibility. It still could come, but it's not a strong possibility. You go back in, we got 61X. Do you see 61X in here anywhere? Hell no. So then we keep on going. 52X. Up, there we go. 52X. So that 9 would be our X. You remember I said X could be 0 through 9? So that's why I wrote it down like this, 529. But you remember I said that we can do it like it was just up there. So it would be 925 because they can pull it either way. So then we go and look and say, okay, do we got a 43 in here? Nope. But then, two, I was across down yonder. What do we have right here? A 43. So as you can see, they could get it from Eve or they could get it from midday. So they go our 43X right here. So that's why I wrote it down here as a strong possibility of coming from Eve. And then I just put the order that they gave it to us in there. Any questions? So basically all you're doing is matching these up with this. Even though you do this first, you still got these pairs to see if you see it in Eve. It look like it's blurry again. To see if it's in Eve, or you could spin the block around here just like we had our 43X for midday. Gave us that right there. X, I don't want to write on this one. X will always be 0 through 1. So whenever you see this X, you know it's 0. It could be either 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if you want to do like your 0 through 9 in a different color, so you know that's what your X could possibly be, then that would be cool. It might help you a little bit better. Let's say do it in red. So you know any red digits on a third digit is what your X could possibly be. That's why you'll always see me with the pair they gave me, write that first. You're going to do it 9 times. So that's why I did 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 9 times. And then I put my X because I know X is 0 through 9 at the end. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did you get that? Did you get it, Cal? Did everybody else get how I got that 0? Or how I did the X? I want to write it on here so bad, but this y'all rundown for tomorrow, so I'm not going to write on it. The X at the bottom, I just told you. These, you talking about these? You sure? Because I could go over it one more time. Because I'm going to try to go over it one more time. And then I got some more stuff that I have to give to y'all. Two or plus two, they switched the game up on us. They did plus four. And the way I got plus four, because look what they gave us right here. They gave us a 13 from that 535. And then for Eve, they gave us a 17. So what's 13? What? It's right here. 13 plus 4 give you 17. Oh, they slick. I see that. But that ain't what I was looking for. But I see what they did. Y'all see that? 13 and 4 is 17. Oh, they slick with it. I see you. But yeah, you say, okay, 13, what number plus 13 gives me 17? And it's clearly 4. So that's how I did plus 4, because they added 4 to this to give me my Eve sum hit. Y'all got that? Any questions? Any concerns before I tried to explain some more stuff? I did 3 rundowns. I did an all state for y'all too. Y'all want me to do a live video on the all state so I could explain it to y'all real quick before I get some rest? I'm trying to make sure it's not blurry. So what y'all can do, for those that do know how to do rundowns, look for these pairs in your midday rundown. And for those who real fancy and know how to do Eve, look for these pairs in your Eve rundown, especially this. For Michigan, especially this, bro, are they doing it again? It's blurry. And for this Michigan, if you already know how to do your own rundowns, look for a 32X in your rundown and see, match yours up with mine. And just know that these pairs is for 55X. Same thing with this. 79X, 91X, bro, they irritating. 79X, 91X, and 17X. Y'all see how I got them pairs and broke the number that we got down? Any questions or concerns before I move to the all state? Because there's some things on there I wanted to explain. I'll wait a few seconds. They so weird. They some weirdos. All right, if there is no concerns or anything, I will be moving on to, yeah, it look blurry right now, y'all. So hopefully y'all understand and understand what I did. I'm about to cut this off, and I apologize if it's blurry in your end. Big Brother's always watching, just know that. And all I'm doing over here is practicing addition and subtraction. But I'll see y'all on the next live. Namaste.